Hi, I'm Sarah from We Love PMO and welcome back to today's tutorial, which is part 2 of the ClickUp tutorial walkthrough. So in today's session, what we're going to have a look at is how to add lifecycle stages onto our lists. So the first thing we need to do is come down here on the right hand side where we've got the plus button, and we need to search for drop down. So we'll select drop down and we will give this a name, which will be lifecycle stages, and it always wants you to put in the first one, so let's just put in the first one, which will be scoping / pre-planning. If I can spell, there we go, and we click the create button. So now that's created the column, the field of lifecycle stages. So if we click into that and press edit field, we can carry on adding our additional lifecycle stages. So we're adding initiation, and then just keep adding the options underneath. So next we'll have planning, and then we'll have execution, monitoring and control, closure and handover. And as I mentioned in the first video as well, what we can do is add colours. So it's already given it purple. I'm happy with that being purple, that's fine. So then we can just click onto each of these and give them the colours that they need. So you just hover over the one that you want to add a colour to, and you'll see there's like this little drop here, and we click on that drop and then we can add the colours to it. So I'm just going to quickly do that for each of these. Obviously you can have a think on the types of colours that would make sense, but I'm just grabbing different ones at the moment just as an example, so you can see what this would look like. Okay, so there we have it. We've got our drop downs, we've got our colours assigned to it. Let's click out of that. Let's add a few tasks. So let's add in, so let's have a kickoff meeting, and we want to create a scoping definition document. We want a planning workshop. Just going to put a few things in. Let's put in RAID log and a handover plan. Okay, so I've just put in a few sort of random tasks there. So let's say like the kickoff meeting, this is let's say it's going to be in the scope and pre-planning, as with the scope and definition. Our planning workshop, let's say that will take place in the planning stage, the RAID log that we're updating in monitor and control, and handover in the closure, because we want to be able to then hand that over. So we have the lifecycle stages here, but at the moment it's all just clustered under not started. So in order to be able to break the list out into the lifecycle stages, what we do is we click here where it says group, and at the moment it's group by status. So we click on that and we click the drop down, and what we can do is then choose lifecycle stages. And then what you can see when I click out of that, it just really gives it some structure and it makes it just look a lot more organized. It then shows our lifecycle stages above the actual tasks. So in order to not have that duplication of actually having this field here, all we need to do is to right click and then just hide the column. And that is how you add the lifecycle stages. So I hope that's been helpful today. If it is, you know, just give it a like and subscribe, and then you'll have the notifications as the next tutorials come live. So thanks for joining me today.